Abram sat beneath the starlit sky, his heart burdened by a lingering question. Though God had led him through many lands and promised him a great inheritance, one matter remained unresolved. He had no heir. The promise of descendants, as numerous as the dust of the earth, seemed distant, unattainable. That night, as Abram pondered his fate, the voice of the Lord came to him in a vision. "Do not be afraid, Abram. I am your shield, your exceedingly great reward." But Abram, wrestling with his doubts, responded, "O Lord God, what will you give me, seeing I go childless, and the heir of my house is Eliezer of Damascus? You have given me no offspring. Indeed, a servant in my household will be my heir." Then the word of the Lord came with firm assurance. "This man shall not be your heir, but one who will come from your own body shall be your heir." The Lord led Abram outside. The desert night stretched infinitely before him, a vast canvas of stars twinkling with an uncountable brilliance. "Look now toward heaven, and count the stars. If you are able to number them," God said, "so shall your descendants be." A profound silence filled the air, and in that moment, something within Abram shifted. He gazed at the endless sky, his heart swelling with faith. He believed the Lord's promise, and because of that belief, God accounted it to him as righteousness. Then the Lord reaffirmed his covenant. "I am the Lord, who brought you out of Ur of the Chaldeans, to give you this land to inherit." Yet Abram, seeking further confirmation, asked, "O Lord God, how shall I know that I will inherit it?" The Lord instructed him to prepare a solemn covenant ceremony. Abram took a heifer, a goat, and a ram each 3 years old, along with a turtle dove and a young pigeon. He carefully divided the animals in two, laying each half opposite the other, forming a sacred path between them. As the sun set, Abram sat in stillness, waiting upon the Lord. As twilight deepened, birds of prey descended upon the carcasses, but Abram drove them away, guarding the sacred offering. Then, as darkness fully enveloped the land, a deep sleep fell upon him. A great and terrifying darkness surrounded him, and the voice of the Lord pierced the night. "Know for certain that your descendants will be strangers in a land that is not theirs. They will be enslaved and oppressed for 400 years, but I will judge the nation that enslaves them, and afterward they will come out with great possessions. As for you, Abram, you shall go to your fathers in peace, and be buried at a good old age. But in the 4th generation they shall return here, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet complete." Then, in a wondrous display of divine presence, a smoking firepot and a flaming torch passed between the halves of the sacrificed animals. The covenant was sealed. "To your descendants I have given this land," the Lord declared, "from the river of Egypt to the great river, the Euphrates, the land of the Kenites, the Kenizzites, the Cadmonites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Rephaim, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Girgashites, and the Jebusites." And so, Abram awoke with renewed assurance. God's promise stood firm. Though the years ahead would be filled with trials and waiting, the covenant of the Lord would never fail. Abram's descendants would indeed inherit the land, and through his line, all nations would be blessed. Did you enjoy the story? Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. This motivates us to create more Bible-inspired stories to share with you. God bless you.